Want to speak real Cantonese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at CantoneseClass101.com.
Hi, welcome to Introduction to Cantonese. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Jinho.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Cantonese grammar. Word order refers to the order in which words are structured to form a sentence. Consider the English sentence, I eat an apple. But first, let's remove the article an here for simplicity. We're left with just, I eat apple. The basic word order for English is subject, verb, object, or SVO for short. If we break down the English sentence, I eat apple, we can see that the subject I is presented first. This is followed by the verb eat, and then finally the object apple is positioned last. This is the basic word order for sentences in English.
Now, let's compare the same sentence, I eat an apple, in Cantonese. 我食蘋果. Like before, let's remove the particles to keep it simple. So we are just left with the words. If we break down the Cantonese sentence, we get the subject 我, meaning I, then comes the verb 食, meaning eat, and finally, we have the object 蘋果, meaning apple. The word order for Cantonese is SVO, the same as English, easy.
Right, and this is the basic word order for sentences in Cantonese.
Okay, let's move on to the next section.
To form basic sentences in Cantonese, keep that SVO word order in mind.
Right, for example, 我睇戲.
I watch movie.
Let's break down the sentence. We start with the subject 我, meaning I, then comes the verb 睇, meaning watch, and finally we have the object 戲, meaning movie.
Subject, verb, object. Easy. Jinho, can you give us one more example?
Sure, let's introduce a new subject, 你, meaning you. 你食蘋果.
You eat apple. Okay, I recognize the words from the previous sentence. So we simply change the subject that begins the sentence without changing any other parts. Is that right?
Yep. Unlike the Romance languages, there is no verb conjugation or gender in the Cantonese language. Yet, the word order is similar to English. So in fact, Cantonese is not that difficult. We start with the subject 你, meaning you, then the verb 食, meaning eat, and finally the object 蘋果, apple. That's how we form basic sentences in Cantonese.
That's really simple. What about negative sentences?
Forming negative sentences in Cantonese is even easier. Let's find out how.
Forming negative sentences in Cantonese is easy. In most cases, we just need to add the character for no or negation in front of the verb. Jinho, can you give us some examples?
Of course. Let's use the sentence I eat apple. 我食蘋果. For example, to make it negative, just add in front of the verb 食, eat. 我唔食蘋果.
I don't eat apple. Now let's make the sentence I watch movie negative.
Okay, to recap, I watch movie in Cantonese is 我睇戲. 睇 is a verb watch. So the negative version of this sentence would be 我唔睇戲.
I don't watch movie.
Yep. So what do you think? Pretty easy, right?
Let's talk now about how to form questions in Cantonese. We're going to start with an incredibly important and useful phrase. You're going to need this to ask what something is. So put the pronoun or name of the item first, and then add
係乜?
For example, if you want to ask, what is this? You'd say
呢個係乜? In which 呢個 means this thing.
And for what is that? It's
嗰個係乜? In which 嗰個 means that thing.
If someone was talking about, say, eggettes,
雞蛋仔, yum.
If you don't know what that is, then you can ask, what are eggettes?
雞蛋仔係乜?
So we start with the name of the item.
雞蛋仔 is a kind of Hong Kong street snack.
Then we add,
係乜?
to form the question, what are eggettes?
Very straightforward. Now, you try to form a question. Leave it in the comment section for us to read.
Yes, please. Okay, now let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learned that Cantonese sentences are formed using a subject-verb-object, or SVO, word order. To form negative sentences, we put the negation character in front of the verb. And lastly, you can create basic what is something questions in Cantonese by saying the pronoun or name of an item first, followed by
係乜?
We've covered only the very basics of Cantonese grammar. If you're interested in learning more, check out our Cantonese in 3 Minutes video series. In that course, we teach you useful phrases while covering the fundamentals of Cantonese grammar, and each lesson is only 3 minutes long. In the next lesson, we'll introduce you to the basics of Cantonese writing. See you in the next lesson. Bye!
Bye.